Well, hey guys, Scott with BWSRbushcraft. It's, what is it? June 13th, I think it is, Tuesday. I'm out here in boy, I think this guy just got kind of cut in half. I'm out here with some nearly 3-year-old leaf mold. And so I'm piling it all up so I can run it through a sifter. And I am getting huge worms. So what I do when I come across these guys, I'll come over here and I'll put them in my compost bin here. You see? And I'll let them wiggle worm their way down into this to help compost this stuff. So I'm piling it all up in a pile, and I'll tell you, this stuff is black gold. This, like I say, it's nearly 3 years old. And what I'm going to do is just get it in a pile, let it kind of dry out for a day or so. Then I'm going to come back with my screener and sift it all out. Although this is, you know, right in the middle of June, start thinking, guys, about collecting leaves, if at all that you can. And so you can start a leaf mold process. I have a shredder that'll shred up the leaves, or you can use your push lawnmower. But this stuff is just, like I say, been sitting here for nearly 3 years, and it is ready to go. They are making it absolutely as miserable to next to impossible for us to get any kind of soil, and you don't even know what you're getting in the bag. Just kind of a quick story. Was going to do a video on it, but I'm not, because I've kind of cooled down a little bit from it, because I got really bent just in what I experienced. Picked up a bag of garden mix, okay? Well, no perlite in it, this and that, okay? And so I called the company, and I said, hey, you know, I got a bag of your product here, and it says that it's ash, compost, forest droppings, whatever. And I asked them, I said, do you guys have any cow manure in this? I said, my concern is, I don't want any graze on. I said, I'm an organic gardener, you know, to the best of my ability here. And I just, you know, I make my own soil, yet at times I find myself kind of in a pinch and I need to get something from the bag. I just do, because I'm planting so much right now that I've just, you know, I'm a little behind. Now, not an excuse, just a reality. Until I can get this going. And I got probably 3 more piles like this I got to do, maybe 4. Got one up there, can't see it, one up there, and then 2 of them way up on the hill here. So I got to let them get to this stage, and then, you know, I'm just, you know, I'll store it. And so long story short, the guy just, you know, he told me, he says, well, no, we don't have, you know, any cow manure in that one particular, because they got all kinds of different brands and stuff. I said, okay, I just want to really be certain, you know, because if I recommend a product to somebody, which I've had questions, well, what soil, you know, and they don't have the ability to, they don't have property to make it. I want to make sure that I'm not, you know, misdirecting, and I don't want graze on, because I just don't want my raised beds and stuff to, I mean, guys, anybody that's doing this, you know just how labor intensive it can be. Okay, so you do everything right. Next thing you know, your lettuce just wilts out, you know, boom, gone. It's like, what in the world? Okay, well, it's that graze on. And, you know, a lot of times they just throw stuff in a bag, man, cow manure. Okay, you don't know if that hay that those cows have eaten have been sprayed with that stuff. And there's a lot of other people on YouTube and other channels, organic garden, that are talking about this. And people need to be aware of it. So again, long story short, you know what the guy tells me? He says, well, you know, if you can, just come on over to our facility and you can sit down and talk with the salesman. They'd be better able to answer your question. you know, I got to get back in the yard. And I just, okay, thank you, goodbye. So the guy just blew me off, didn't want to sit and answer it. I was very straightforward in my needs. So, you know, I'm not going to mention the soil stuff. All I'm saying is if you have questions about what you're getting in the bag, okay, your gut feeling or whatever, if it says Calvin, you better call that company. And you'd better ask them straightforward, hey, where do you guys get your cow manure? Where do you get your ash? Where do you get the components that you're putting in here? Okay, they're charging you $3, $4 something bucks a bag, and for a bigger bag up to $15. Are you kidding me? I mean, you'll go flat out broke in more ways than you can shake a stick at, because you get it from the big box store, wherever, has a nice pretty label all on it, and, you know, 4-color. I think a third of the price for the bag of that soil goes into the plastic bag they put it in for razzle-dazzle, you know, marketing trash, okay? So, any rate, what I'm saying is that kind of got me just a little more motivated, if you will. Not that I'm not, it's just, you know, sometimes when you kind of get pinched, you know, or run around, it kind of energizes you. You know what I mean? And sometimes we have to go through that. Well, hopefully I could save some people a lot of trouble out there. So all I'm saying is, you guys go to the big box store, I'm just going to give you a heads up. Don't be buying a whole pallet of this stuff. I wouldn't even buy one of them. Get the name and the number of the company, you know, and the product you're looking at. Go call them. I'm serious. Pick up the phone and call them. This is your time, your garden, your life, and what we're heading into. In this nation and around the world. Again, guys, they're doing everything they can to make it as absolutely most difficult for us to do any type of self-reliance organic gardening, because they want you to go into that stinking filthy grocery store, of which is just full of chemicals, okay? No nutrition in the food, really, okay? So, at any rate, so it doesn't sound like I'm on a rant, which kind of maybe I am. I'm just fed up. I'm really fed up. I'm really fed up with the boondoggling and the shenanigans and, you know, the garbage. Okay, guys, we've got to take back our own, okay, means of taking care of ourselves. Now it's not the time to be lazy. It's probably, maybe it's 1 o'clock. I want to get this piled, then I'm going to go in and get some lunch and call it, you know, a day with this. Then I can come back, get my screener, screen this out, and oh man, I am going to have so much of this leaf mold. I'm just excited because I'm getting ready to plant tomatoes. Or no, excuse me, watermelon. Well, I might just plant some more tomatoes. I got 4 plants and another small one, and I just might do more. And this stuff works really well, man, for the tomatoes. But I've gotten tons of these worms, okay, and that's what you want to see, man. In your leaf mold, worms, they love the leaves. So if you have the opportunity, start thinking right now, how can I get as many leaves as possible? Because, you know, fall's going to come. You want to be able to do something with the resources that we're being given. And if you're going to be doing organic garden to the best of your ability, this is a premium way to go. It's gold. Well, hey guys, you know what? Thank you for joining me on the short little adventure / possibly rant, you know, which can energize you, you know. I will catch up with you on the next video. Pack light, pack tight, stay hydrated.